Okay, welcome back to what I was doing at the time. We have little Miss Lucy here. She's in between 4 and 5 months old now. Yes! She's just standing up there looking at me, and it's mealtime. So instead of putting her food bowl down in the morning and walking away and completely abandoning a wonderful opportunity to build our relationship status together, we put her food, yes, in a pocket and do a lot of free shaping stuff. I have a very unique situation I hear where I have like 5 acres to work with, and um, I like to wait for little puppies to offer things. I just love to pay just a lot of beautifully offered behaviors. I think the fancy banter for that is called free shaping. Just paying for amazing choices, and just we're out here this morning working on the most important thing that you should, and the main thing to worry about when you have a young dog like this is to continue building up that drive to work for you and to be around you, and to just really focus in on engagement, marker words and engagement, paying wonderful offered behaviors. And a second ago I had mentioned about having all this space. My idea of the dream situation, sorry bud, yes, is having a dog that I could have reliably off leash. And anytime you go out and get a puppy, you're in a great position to set a wonderful foundation for a dog that you can have off leash in the future. Yes. Oh, she's still eating those. Yes. And here's the thing, man. I've gone over this lesson a million times. I'll ask you guys. Let's say you've got an adolescent 2-year-old and you've had them since they were puppy, but you absolutely do not trust them off leash. I would immediately ask you the question, well, were they ever off leash as puppies? And the answer to your question would more than likely be, well, no. Then I would come back with, well, it doesn't surprise me that they'll never come back to you, because being off of the leash finally in their adolescence is such a commodity. They don't know what it feels like to be off leash in a big open space. And so since they don't know what that feels like, it's like, yeah, dude, I'm off leash. Why would they come back to you? They don't have experience being off of the leash. It's a commodity. They're not going to come back to you. Do you know what I'm saying? So when you got this puppy like this, every puppy, and I've gone over this lesson with the owners, but I'm just recording this video again just as a reminder to them and to just share this with you guys, because hey, next time you get a puppy, maybe you'll think about this. Watch how if I just walk around like this, watch what she does. You don't get this. You don't get this with an adolescent that shows up here that's got all the bad behaviors already. I can't have a dog like that off leash. They're always going to be on leash, and our process is going to look a little bit different. Yes. Our process is going to look a little bit different in that scenario, because we got to backtrack now and we got to take a different approach. Yes. And I'm just paying her for hanging with me. I'm marking and paying. She's following me around just voluntarily. I'm just going to pay that. And she doesn't have a leash on. Listen, the leash stuff is easy, bro. We'll get to conditioning the leash on her, and we'll get to all that stuff. It doesn't really necessarily have to happen right away. She's been here for about a week, and we just been vibing. Good girl. Puppy pack drive, bro. I'm telling you, there's something about a puppy. They don't want to be too far away from you. And if you miss out on that opportunity to do this, that's the opportunity, bro. You had the opportunity. You just kind of didn't know how to take advantage of it. And this is a very simple and basic concept, isn't it? You're like, damn, I had a puppy and now my dog. Yes, it's okay. It's never too late. You could try again. But the process for teaching like an adolescent that's got bad behaviors when they get here looks a little bit different to this one. Perhaps a video for another time. Good girl. So she's already hungry. It's morning time, dude. Putting the food bowl down and walking away? Never. Bro, I get my little black dog out here. She's a big black dog. my Corso mix, and kind of show you, the result of hand feeding for 9 months, 10 months. Shit, I still do it till this day. She's 3 years old. Yes! Good girl. That's good. Let's turn the camera. Actually, let's go inside the arena. So, by the time she's 1, by the time she's 2, she would have had so much experience being off leash. You got a dog that's just way more inclined to just be around you, to come back to you, to check in with you. That little strategy, that little thing I'm showing you where every time she comes back to me, she gets paid. That's just a pattern I'm setting up for her to show her that, hey man, when you come back to me, cool things happen. An extremely positive experience every single time. Yes. Every single time you hang near me and come back to me, and the pattern of going from over there to over here. Yes. So we're like effectively teaching a recall right now, because everything about dog training is just pattern, or it's just a pattern, dude. Good. Place command, pattern. Come on. Go around a cone. Go into the heel. Go into the sit. Good. It's all pattern. It's all pattern. And the people that end up getting like the really dope results are the people that really help the dog formulate these patterns and really have a knack for painting what I'd like to call a Mona Lisa, a very clear picture. That's where marker words come into play. Yes! That's where when they offer the behaviors, making sure you're there and you acknowledge that this dog is doing something that you love, sitting there and waiting to get paid. It's amazing. That's going to get marked and paid like, yes! You know what I'm saying? I don't want to miss these opportunities, man, because this is like the most influential, moldable time in her life. Just the same as little kids, man. It's the same thing, man. And could you imagine if we were just like, oh yeah, I'll wait till my daughter is 10 before I start teaching her things. What kind of kid she'd grow up to be? I mean, it's one of those things, That's why I like dogs when they're 2 and 3, they're in their adolescence and they haven't been taught much. They lack experience and these types of things. They're usually pushy, snobby. They're usually fearful, skeptical, inexperienced, naughty. So that's why anytime somebody's like, oh, I'm just going to wait to train my dog, I mean, that's the biggest mistake you can make. You're missing out on like the opportunity that you can't get back. So, yes! So we'll just do this for a while, and then, I'll get down to my last handful, and we'll just do a little jackpot reward, and we'll end the session on like a little enrichment. Help her tap into her seeking system with a jackpot reward. As soon as she gets on this place, yes! Chuck it all over the ground over there. Now she's going to seek, boom, boom. Jackpot reward signifies that the session is over. Does that make sense? Thanks for tapping in, you guys. And to the lovely parents of this dog here, Lucy. I love her so much, man. I've already told you guys. She's so amazing. She's exactly why I'm a bulldog guy. And I'll always be a bulldog guy. Where's my other bulldog? Rosie, come here, bud! You being naughty? Come get a treat from me. She's getting a little bit older. I don't know if she could hear me too well from the distance anymore. It's kind of a sad deal, isn't it? Huh, pig? There's my old girl. Session's over, Bubba. There's my old girl. Got to make an entrance on every video. Got to make an appearance, a little special appearance from the goat herself. That's a good recall right there. She could still hear Daddy. It's a beautiful thing. I love you guys. Thank you for tapping into the video. Leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And share this with all your friends, man. I think it's a great lesson for anybody to know that anybody that's looking to get a puppy, whether it's in the immediate future or somewhere down the line, this is the video for them, because you don't have to focus on too much apart from engagement, potty training, establishing a good routine, and just tons of positive experiences, working on your marker words, free shaping beautiful offered behaviors, and having a good time. Okay? In another session, we'll just be playing with the toy, building up her toy drive, building up her drive to play with you, building up her drive to eat from you. That's where the relationship status is, guys. That's where taking the time and being hell-bent on forging this relationship that becomes one flesh, so that it's not you on one page and your dog on another. Does that make sense? Man, I'm glad I got that on film. I love you guys. Thank you for tapping in. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.